So, Rupert, my question is kind of an extension of what Eleni was asking. That even though at a metaphysical level, and for the most part of the day, I do have the feeling that we're all connected and everyone is one and all that. I've been following you for a little while, but when, for example, right now the elections finally everyone is some most people are ecstatic, but there is at least 50% who are extremely unhappy. And I know at a level that we need to, as the happy 50%, reach out to those unhappy 50%. Are there any specific like techniques or things you can send out into the universe or from your heart or anything like that where we can send out, because they don't want to see us, they don't want to talk to us, they don't want to have any, especially me, woman of color, it'll be like, no, she's a foreigner. It's very difficult. The sentiments here are pretty strong, and especially now that Trump's lost, it's all going to be like they took away our right. How do you really, I mean, how does one, I know it's love, I know we need to extend in love and all that, but how do we really do it? How does one really do something more objective? I guess is the question. Rather than just sitting down there at a physical level and meditating and saying, I send my love out, and it's going to light. I hope the light, you see the light too. And I mean, I've been praying for Trump every day, saying that, the Trump's light may be lit, whatever. May he see the light too. But how does one really do something more objective? Or is there nothing? It's just this.
Well, you're starting in the right way, Sarah. It's beautiful that you say, I prayed for Trump. You felt his impersonal being.
Yes.
And you pray that his being may filter through into his experience. It's beautiful that there are plenty of people that do not think in that way about either Trump or Biden, depending on
Mm-hmm.
their views. So that's already a big step.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you are able to think about someone with whom you disagree profoundly on the level of thoughts, behavior, activity, policies, politics, etc. And yet you are able to see through that, feel their being as your being, and pray that being filters through into his experience. Now, what can you do more than that? So that is, it's really too general a question. It depends. It depends on the individual.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on your skills, your interests,
Okay.
your what you do in the world. Are you a self-employed artist that has a studio that you go to all day, every day on your own, and you don't have that much contact with people? Or do you run a small company that employs 60 people of all sorts of different political persuasions, backgrounds, races, etc. In which case, the way you run your company will be an opportunity for you to bring this understanding that we speak of here to bear on your company. The same thing goes if you are a doctor, a nurse, a school teacher, so many, really, and all of us relate with others, with some group of people, be it our family, our neighbours, our community, at work, and whatever we circle we find ourselves operating within, we can be sure that there will be people in that circle who have different views from our own, that think differently, that feel differently, that behave differently. So that would be the place to start to put this understanding into practice in whatever circle one finds oneself in one's life, whether one's circle consists of 2 people, 20 people, 200 people, 2,000 people, 2 million people. The number of people is not important. Just implement this understanding in your activities and relationships to the best of your ability. But you're starting, we can't do that unless we start exactly where you suggested you expressed it back. You said, I prayed for Trump. Well, that's another way of saying I feel that we share our being. It's your way of saying the same thing. So you're starting in the right place.
Okay. So basically what you're saying is individual level, at each one of us at an individual level needs to, we are hoping that whatever we do out of our love and deep understanding is going to get across, and they will then hopefully begin to see the real me too. Because 2 people are hating one another, right now. You have to see the vitriol here to believe how much hate there is on the other side. But what I'm saying is there is a wall in front of them. And we are hoping that that wall will crumble as I reach out in love.
The most important thing is that the wall is not present in you.
Yes.
That is the most powerful tool you have.
Okay. Thank you.